That's how you do it. Okay, got it. We got it. Got it. And got it. Hi. We on the tube. Hello. Thank you for joining me, especially if you're coming over from the book. Hi. So I'm still learning YouTube, so thank you for being very patient with me. Um, I know that the comments come up, but they go away like that. They're not like the tube where you can see them a minute. So, yeah, thank you all for coming. For some reason, Facebook is just not allowing me to be great. And they're like, nope. Hi. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. I am getting myself together because I attend Church on the Rock. It is a non denominational church, and you have the option of going to church on Saturdays. That's what I like doing. So I am getting ready for church, and you can come as you are, and that's what I like. So thank you for coming. I'm not sure how you invite or share, but if you would do that for me, invite some folks and share with some folks and tell them that we on the tube. We are not on the book. So, if you are here and out of the three people that are joining me, if you are here and you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Linnell. I am not a makeup artist, I'm a makeup enthusiast and a makeup influencer. What is that? It just simply means that I do makeup for fun and for therapy. And a lot of people that do it with me, we share tips and makeup information and sales, and we just have a really good time. Hi, Robin, you made it over here. What P. Louise? It went away. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, there it is. Someone asked me something about P. Louise. It's not just me? Okay, good. Thank you. Uh, yeesh. The comments went away. I'm gonna learn these comments. I'm gonna learn to you. Tube, I'm gonna learn you. Okay, thank you. I'm so glad that it's just me. Okay, so the message was deleted. All right, so I am going to get into my brows. While we're doing that, I wanted to tell you all that I would like to take you all on my brow journey. So, let me come up close so you all can see my brows. Ignore the red spot. I scrubbed too hard earlier today. So I want to take you all on my brow journey, and my journey is my family really doesn't have thick, bushy, beautiful brows. They have thin, maybe one, two, three hairs in their brows. But I noticed that I have been tweezing a lot. So over the years, and so my brows were just horrific. So I had to use a lot of pencils and pomades and all of that, and I just don't want to do that any longer. So what I'm trying to do now is to grow out my brows healthy. So if you all know any ways that I could grow out my brows, um, that's not expensive, let me know. Any DIYs, with yourself DIYs, or any products that you found that were successful for you, will you let me know? So far what I have done, and I'm telling you, my compared to what my brows used to look like, guys, these are beautiful. My brows are beautiful compared to what they used to look like. So the first step that I did was when I went to go see my daughter Lauren in Florida. I had a person professionally do my brows, and she didn't do a wax. She didn't do waxing. She did like a really light plucking, and she kind of added a form to my brows. She did a great job, and I have basically been just leaving them alone. And What P. Louise base number do you use? I hardly use P. Louise. Did you know that? I use the first one. Whatever the first one is, but I hardly ever use P. Louise. So, yeah, so I've been just leaving my brows alone, and I at night I've been just putting a little coconut oil on them, and that's it. So now I'm going to start using less products in them. So yeah, so I want to take you all along on my eyebrow journey, and that will be starting today. Yep. So yeah, so let's start doing some makeup. What I'm doing right now, what I do like about YouTube is when I show you something, it's the right way. So I am going to be using MAC, and this is the um I can never remember, right? It's called the Shape and Shade. It's in the color of Spiked, and I like it because I hope you can see that it's like a pen. So I'm just going to be filling in the sparse area of my brows, which is almost all of it. But I'm using very light strokes. And I just want it to look as natural as possible. And I'm just following along the bottom portion. And you all see what I'm doing. I hope that you can. I like this product because it's very light and it doesn't feel like I have a lot that I'm adding. I just thought about it. I didn't need lotion or anything on my hands. I hope I don't look too ashy. There. And I'm trying to save as much hair as I can. So I have like real thin, fine hairs, eyebrows, and I used to pluck them or wax them, those little fine hairs, but I've decided I'm not going to do that any longer. So I know that my eyebrows aren't going to be very thick and bushy like some let's see, there we go. Like some of my friends, or what you see on TV. I already know that, or in certain ads. But baby, whatever I can get, however thick they can be. I just came up a little closer because I wanted you to see this. Let me kind of move this over because I want you all to see what we there. So I'm just following my natural eyebrow. Just like that. Hello, Dorothy. I'm so glad you came. There. And I just wanted to look natural like that. So what I'm going to do now is there's still some sparse parts, so I'm just going to fill those in. And what I'm noticing, like here, it's so thin, thin, very thin, none. But that's what we're going to deal with. I don't want to fill in too much because I don't want it to look dark. Your eyebrows naturally look, if you have healthy eyebrows, that's what I don't want it to be Instagram eyebrows. I don't want it to be Facebook eyebrows. I just want them to be nice and subtle and natural looking as I can. There. There we go. So that's going to be my eyebrow. Now, the shape that you all see here, that's the natural shape of my eyebrow. It's just that they're thin, and I didn't want to go big. So, and even though I've gone over just a little bit, that's where that real thin, fine hair is. I still have eyebrow right there. It's just so even though it looks like I've overed my brow, I really didn't. I've just filled in where those nice thin hairs. All right, I'm going to do the next one. So I'm excited to go to church tonight. Even though it's only 28 here today, but I want to go to tonight because we're supposed to have another wintry mix, and it's supposed to start midnight and go until noon tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to church. On my way in, there is a TJ Maxx. Stop there. I'm gonna stop at the TJ Maxx and see what they got, and then I will be in. I do have homework to do. Hi. Hello, hello. Is that Flo? Hi, Flo. So I didn't know if you all knew this or not, but did you all know that I am in school still? It seems like forever. So I'm in school. So I love attending school, but I am getting tired. But right now, I am in school to complete my doctorate. So I'm a principal right now, and I really would like to complete my doctorate before I end my career. So this is just drying out just a little bit. So I am 54 years old, and this is my third career. I'm trying to wait, hold on, wait. I'm trying to count it in my mind. One, two, three. Yeah, okay. So this is my third career, and so I started out in my career. I worked for Southwestern Bell. You all may not remember Southwestern Bell or even know what it is, but Southwestern Bell is a part of AT&T. So I won't out how Southwestern Bell became AT&T and T and all that because that's so boring for you. But I had a career at Southwestern Bell, which is now known as AT&T, and I got ill. So I decided because of the illness, I decided, sorry, I dropped my glasses. Because of the illness, which is known as AT&T, I had 20 years. Can you believe it? 25 years of service at Southwestern Bell. Wow, that's a long time to work for somebody, isn't it? Gee. But I did. So I needed to take early retirement because I wasn't I was ill, and after I took early retirement, I started to get better. You know, sometimes your body tells you something and you don't listen to it. So I'm just gonna I'm shaking this, and you probably hear the, just to make sure that I'm getting all of the product on the tip of the pen. So I took early retirement, and after I took early retirement, I started to get better. And so I decided, you know what? I really want to work, but I want to work part time. So I took a job at Bank of America. I started out as a part time teller, and then I worked my way up to management. And I decided, because you know, Bank of America is an amazing company. I bank with them, right, as a matter of fact. But it demanded so much from me, and even though it's a great company, it wasn't my passion. You know, you're living that life and you're making money, and you know, you're moving up the corporate ladder, and it just wasn't fulfilling, was not fulfilling that passion that I have on the inside. So I resigned, or I ended my relationship with them. So after I ended my relationship with them, I thought, you know what? I still want to work. So now Southwestern Bell was my first career. And then I had my career at Bank of America, and I worked with them for 10 years. And I decided, okay, it's time. It's time for me to give this up. And so the relationship was ended. And yeah, so I decided that I would go into teaching, but I only wanted to do it part time. And I just wanted to be a substitute teacher. Hi Tammy. I only wanted to be a substitute teacher. So I started out as a sub. And then I moved up from a sub to what they call an ICA. An ICA person, a person who has one student that they actually handle all day, because the student is has severe either behaviors or is more than likely behaviors. So I was an ICA, and after I was an ICA, this is all within the same building and the same school district. After I was an ICA, then um, I became what they call the PBIS, or the Positive Behavior Interventionist Specialist. And St. Louis Public Schools, whom I work for now, they sent me to many trainings, and the trainings taught me how to handle behaviors, students with those type of behaviors, right? So I did that, and the program was only for 3 years. So, and I came in on the second year, so I can only do it for 2 years, because the grant that the school district had was only for 3 years. And so after the second year, they were dissolving the position. So my principal approached me, and she said, you know, she asked, what do you plan on doing? I'm like, I don't know. And she said, well, I don't have any money to pay you out of my budget, and this position is dissolving. So then she asked me, have you ever thought about teaching? Well, I had a degree, but it wasn't, I had a master's degree in business. It wasn't a degree in teaching whatsoever. And, you know, what do you do? So she asked, have you ever tried to um, go through Teach of America to be a teacher? And I was like, girl, Teach for America does not want anybody old. And they are known for, you know, at the time, the only thing that I knew about them is really like right out of college, young persons right out of college, and the colleges that they were really interested in was like Harvard, Yale, you know, those type of colleges. And then the persons that normally went for Teach for America from those colleges, if I'm saying Yale, Harvard, It's mostly white, right? So I said, I'm not white, I'm old, and my degree is from Linwood University, honey. It is not a Harvard, it is not a Yale. So she said, you should go ahead and try out for it anyway. So I waited, guys, to the last day, the last hour to submit my application for Teach for America. And it is, the process is intense. Okay, guys, there we go. We got the second brow. The process to get into Teach for America is really intense because you have all of these persons who are just who are going to be leaders and scientists and brain surgeons. They're all going through this program because there's such a benefit to have Teach for America on your resume, and it's a benefit for the school districts. So I said, okay, and I waited to the last day, the last hour, and I filled out my application. Well, to my surprise, after I filled out my application, they notified me and asked me did I want to go to the next round, which is this intense, right? Um, interview. It's like a one-on-one. Honey, they're not playing when they're asking you these questions. So I was so nervous, but got mailed, and we're like, okay, we would like for you to go to the next round. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? You want me to go to the next round? So I did. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for my. Here it is. Today for my concealer and to do my brows, I'm going to be using. I'm sorry, to clean up under my brows. I'm going to be using my Fenty concealer, and it's in the color 420. That is also my foundation color. So I was like, are you kidding me? And they're like, yeah, we want you to go to the next round. I said, okay. So it took a while for them to respond back to me to let me know when the next round was. So I thought they changed their mind. Because remember, I'm old, I'm black, and I did not go to Yale, Harvard, or anything like that. Just one moment. Let me get under here. There we go. So that's all I did was I just simply drew a line right under just to clean up just a little bit. And now I'm going to pull that color down. There, just like that. And fill it in. So they sent me an email, and I was so excited. Oh my gosh. And so I went to the next round, but the next round was I had to teach a lesson. Guys, I wasn't a teacher. Let me get the top. Okay. Hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And so the problem was, guys, I wasn't a teacher. So they wanted me to do a lesson. And so what I thought that I would do, okay, there. What I thought that I would do is I thought that I would go on YouTube and just find as much internet information that I could to determine how I was going to be successful and how to create a lesson plan and all of that. There was nothing out there as far as Teach for America. And when I tell you, it was like on the hush, and I to this day I don't know how Teach for America has blocked some of their the hiring process. They have blocked it from social media and the internet, so you can't find anything. Like, they are hushed, right? So I couldn't find anything, so I went to my principal, and her name's Principal Frenchie, and she's my friend on Facebook that I talk about quite often. So I was like, I need a lesson. For me to put together a lesson plan and teach a lesson. Let me get under this eye, guys. Just one moment. Hold on, let me put a little bit more under there. I didn't put enough. And it looked just a little muddy. There we go. And I'm just going to pull it down. There we go. Just like that. I have a dark spot, so I'm going to just go over it with the concealer. There. So she was like, listen, Rucker, this is the lesson you're going to teach. She showed me what a lesson plan looks like. And she said, you got to create your own. You cannot just duplicate this lesson, Rucker, because that's not integral. I was like, okay, that's what she calls me, Rucker. And so I created my own lesson plan, and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced teaching in front of her and some other teachers at the school. And so it was time for my interview. And the day of the interview, you are teaching lessons in front of other people that are competing against you. What are we doing? So, okay. So I am using right now the Fenty concealer. So, hold on one moment. I just need to address something. So, do me a favor. I'm new to YouTube. I would never disrespect anyone on YouTube, anyone on social media. I just don't do that. But please do not tell me or anyone else your YouTube channel, your Facebook channel, your Instagram channel on my page, on my live. Just don't do that. If you have a business, I honor you and I support you. But please do not advertise your business on my channel. I really do appreciate you. I really do. If you want me to know what your YouTube channel is, I'm sure that there is a way that you can inbox me and let me know. But please do not advertise your information on my page. I appreciate you though, and I support you. Thanks a lot. So, let's see. So the challenge is you are actually teaching your lesson in front of other people who are competing for the job. So you all are honestly sitting down evaluating one another. Come on. Flo, you know, with the love of the Lord. Come on now. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay. All right. Thank you. So, you are evaluating these other people who are competing for the position. And, that's another way that they just kind of determine what your character is and what type of, if you are going to truly evaluate them or if you're going to try to cut them out, if you're a cutthroat, you just don't do that. So, I went through the lesson. I was nervous as heck. And I taught the lesson. So then after that, you don't hear anything. They're like, oh, okay, great. You know, everybody, you did a great job, yada, yada, yada. If you have been selected for the next round, we'll notify you. Oh my goodness. It was like, oh no. So you wait and you wait and you wait. And then I got an email that said you have been selected for the final round. And the final round is when um, you go and you actually interview one on one, and you talk about, you have to sell yourself. You basically have to tell what we in Teach for America, we call it telling your story. So you have to tell your story. You know, why are you doing this? You know, why do you want us to pick you? So, you know, if they let me talk, I can get it, right? I can talk it, right? So I went to the one-on-one and I did my interview, and which is with other Teach for America persons who are already actively working in the community and in schools. So then they said, we'll let you know. Well, guys, when you are competing against young young persons who are from Harvard and Yale and you know, MIT and all of that, and they are young, I'm talking fresh out of college, their parents are rich, um, you know, they don't have one in the world, and it just seems like because of their privilege, and when I mean privilege, I mean, you know, whom they know, you know, some of their fathers were mayors, aldermen, some of their parents worked on Capitol Hill, you know, because Teach for America is strong, you know, and they're everywhere. So every major corporation that you can think of in the United States, either the leader is Teach for America, or they know Teach for America, or they have some type of affiliate with Teach for America. And that's one of the reasons why Teach for America is so amazing, is because no matter, once you get in and people know you're Teach for America and you live the ideals, then you can progress pretty easy. So everybody else just seems so privileged, and I wasn't. And I didn't hear anything for so long. And I was like, you know what? I knew I wasn't gonna make it. And I knew, y'all know how y'all go, I knew, right? Oh, really? Let's see. You said your cousins Teach for America? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get back in here. Oh, my cousin. That's my cousin. Thank you. I love you. And so I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna get it, and blah 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 blah. And so one day, because it took them so long to get back to me, and one day I just happened to be going through my emails, and they said that they will let you know if you made it or did not make it through an email. They weren't gonna call you; it was gonna be email that you made it or you didn't make it. Guys, I got the email and I was so nervous, and I was like, all right, I know that they're not gonna pick me. I ain't worried about it. I'm just gonna do something else. And as I read it, oh, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. And as I read it, and I got down to the bottom, and it was like, congratulations, guys. I heard this scream, right? This, and my family knew that I got the letter. And so like Lauren and my son and my husband, you know, they were all like standing around me wanting to know, because you know it was a big deal. And so I heard this scream, and I'm telling you, I thought that it was like Lauren screaming, and I realized it was me. I was screaming hysterically because I made it. Why am I telling y'all this Teach for America story? Anyway, so I made it. And I'm telling you, so what they do is after you're in Teach for America, then they send you off to training. So my training was in Phoenix. So when you all hear me talk about me being in Phoenix and teaching in Phoenix, that's where my training was. So what I'm doing now, guys, is let me speed up a little bit because you all know I will talk. So Teach for America sent me to Phoenix. So I lived in Phoenix for a short time, and They did not send my family. They only sent me. So I was away from my family, but Phoenix was amazing. And I taught fourth and fifth grade, and I taught them to Spanish speakers. So these children spoke very either no English or very little English, and it was the best. I'm telling you, if it was for Teach for America, I don't know. I don't know where my journey would be. It was the best time of my life. I was, of course, the oldest person there. Hi, I was the oldest person there. But so they sent me to Phoenix, and when I got to Phoenix, they had us living in a dorm room, and we lived. You could either pick someone to live in your dorm room with you because we lived at the university, Phoenix University. So you could either pick someone to live in the dorm room with you or live by yourself. Well, look at here. I'm old. I can't have nobody living with me because it's stuff that old women do that we don't want young people to know or see. That's just a it was just some stuff that the young folks just didn't know. I wake up and I get my coffee, and I may sit on the side of the bed for a minute. I may have to pass gas. It's just stuff that old folks do that you just don't want youngsters to see. So I decided to have my dorm room by myself. When I got there were people from all over the United States. I'm talking even the world, actually. There were people from Canada, Africa, um, almost every state in the United States. So I got to meet so many people and learn about so many different cultures while I was there. But the training was very intense. So in the morning, we would go to work. Go to work is when they would put us on this bus and ship you to your school. And then you would teach. After teaching, we went to school. So when the children left, we stayed. I think I'm going to do a very light, natural look. I think I'm going to come out of my Warriors palette today, so we can just have a natural look. So after school, after the children left, then we went to school in the same classrooms that we taught out of. Isn't that funny? So we would have to go to school until 6 o'clock in the evening. Then they would ship us all back to the dorm room. After the dorm room, once you got back, dinner was ready for us. So we went and we would have dinner. After we would have dinner, then you would have to prepare your lessons. That's why when the teachers that I deal with, when they don't, hey girl, hey, the teachers that I deal with, when they tell me that they can't get their lesson plans in on time and all of that, I just have no love and sympathy. I just don't. I'm so very hard on that. So after dinner, then you would have to prepare your lesson plans for the next day and do homework. So sometimes, guys, we would be up until 1 in the morning getting through with everything. And then we would have to be back up at 5 because classes started at 7, and they would have to ship us off. So we'd be up at 5, getting dressed, getting breakfast, gathering your stuff, get on the bus, shipped off to the school, teach, and it would just start all over again. It was just the best time of my life. I was so exhausted, but I'm so thankful for Teach for America. And through Teach for America, you get to earn your master's degree. So once you complete the program, and if you all Google YouTube and you you search Linnell Rucker and Teach for America, you'll see the speech that I gave. After it was over, now mind you, I was the oldest person there. I wasn't from a prestigious family, and I wasn't from, money or any of that. But I made so many good relationships, and I was selected to. How long was the training? 7 weeks. 7 long weeks. So I was away from my family for 7 weeks. And at first I thought it was going to be like a vacation. No, ma'am. Oh, before I tell you about that, me being doing the speech, um, I kept getting sick while I was there. But I thought it was just because I was old and I was in Phoenix and it's dry heat in Phoenix. So you don't know that you're like sweating and you don't know that you are dehydrated because it's dry heat. So as soon as sweat beat it up on your body, it would dry up. And you didn't know. That's why people who live in Phoenix, they make sure they are very hydrated. So I kept getting sick and I was like, why in the world am I getting sick? I was coughing, I was wheezing. I kept having this upper respiratory thing I'm gonna going on. So what I did was I used this as my transition color, and I'm just simply gonna go in and use the brown as my defining color. And so my friend called an Uber. That's when Uber had first started, and we took an Uber to what are those like urgent care? And when I was in urgent care, they told me that I was having an asthma attack. And I'm like, baby, I don't have no asthma. Just give me an antibiotic. I don't know. I was old, and so they said no, that they couldn't give me an antibiotic because it was an asthma attack. So they gave me inhaler, and they put me on prednisone, and then they gave me this stuff for breathing treatments. So I was diagnosed with asthma while I was in Teach for America training. Guys, it was miserable. I was just sick. I mean, it was the best of my life, but it was like, I'm done. I'm not going to finish the program. Yep. So, yeah, so it's on top of the intensity of the program, I was sick in in Phoenix. So I was selected out of all of the people that came, because it had been about 2,000 of us that made it. I'm talking, this is from the United States. Everybody who had tried out, it had to have been about 2,000 of us um, in the program at Phoenix. And I was selected to give the ending speech, the farewell speech. And so yeah. I'm very proud of that speech because I still say it, and it's still like almost a mindset. Somebody like me, right? Somebody like me, Teach for America picked somebody like me. So, and I kept thinking that all the while I was there. I was like, why they pick somebody like me? Me, y'all sure? Yep. So then I came back to St. Louis, and I went right back to the school where I was the sub, and I became the classroom teacher, and I taught all girls at first. I had all girls the first year, and it was an amazing experience. And then the second year, I was the English language arts teacher, and I taught fourth and fifth graders how to read. So it was like changing classes. They would come into my classroom to learn how to read. And Teach for America, you only have to teach in the classroom for 2 years. That's all that they require. 7 weeks. Yep, 7 weeks. I was away from home for 7 weeks. So Teach for America only requires you to teach for 2 years. So after my 2 years was up, the principal asked, what would you like to do? And I was like, I don't know. But even though I love teaching, I knew that the classroom wasn't where I needed to stay. And so I went to a charter school, and I became the assistant principal at the charter school. It was not a good experience. But the Holy Spirit had told me, you all, I'm telling you, when I interviewed for the position, for the assistant principal position, I'm telling you, the Holy Spirit said to me so loudly, don't take that job. I'm just like that. Don't take that job. But I was like, oh, they can't be the Holy Spirit. They can't be the Lord. The Lord will not bring me this way, this long way. I ignored him totally. I took the job. It was the most miserable year of my educational career. The most miserable year. Oh, while I was Teach for America also, for the 2 years that I was in the classroom, I would teach in the mornings, and then I would go to school in the evenings at UMSL at the University of Missouri St. Louis. And that's how I earned my master's degree. So Teach for America paid for my master's degree for education. So that's how I have a master's degree in business and then a master's degree in education. So I took the job, and guys, it was the worst job. Oh my God. Oh, it was the worst year. I would come home just miserable. I should have listened to the Holy Ghost. So I was going to move to California. That's how I wanted to move. I was going to move to California. And right before I was making the decision to move to San Diego, a job offer became available at St. Louis Public Schools, where I am now, to go back to the same building that I worked in at first with the same principal that I loved. So I took that job, honey. When she said, I can get you this job, y'all, I took that job. I went back to St. Louis Public Schools so quick to be with my principal. And I loved it because the job was for me to teach teachers. So it went from teaching kids to teaching teachers. So I took that job. I did that job for a year. Yep, for 1 year. And then I was offered another position at St. Louis Public Schools, where I would go to different schools because I was teaching teachers at that one school. So this job was like, we want you to teach teachers at, different schools. So I would go to different schools, and they would assign me to a school, and I would go to that school and teach the teacher. So then last year, they assigned me to one school again. And that's the school that I work at now. So they said, teach the teachers at this school. So I said, okay. I did that. And then this past summer, I was in Florida. Are you doing your therapy on YouTube? Yes, Mom, I'm doing my therapy on YouTube. And so I was in Florida with my daughter and her family, and I got a phone call. And the phone call was offering me the principalship at this school that I'm at now. And so now I'm a principal here at St. Louis Public Schools. But it's funny. Hey, it's funny. Whatever the Lord has for you, He's going to do it. Now, let me see. Let me speed up a little bit. How long I've been on it? Way too long. So, I worry sometimes, even though the scripture says that we shouldn't worry. But sometimes I do. I'm human. I get concerned. But this is what I do know. When I look at my career, God got it. God got it, right? And I hope that you're experiencing that also. When it comes to our careers, God got it. The position that you're in right now, He got that for you. And if that position was to end, you know what? He'll have another one for you. Even though I'm learning that in other areas of my life. But as far as a career in eating, God got that. That I'm not worried about. Now, I do get concerned about other things, but a job, I don't really worry about anymore because I know that he's going to provide it. Let me see. Oh, you're welcome. He's going to eat. And the one we're going to, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. It froze. But I have never seen the righteous forsaken, right? Just never. And us begging bread. So eating, I know he gonna feed. Yay, makeup and food. So yeah, he'll get us a job. Sometimes the job may require us to take a step backwards, and that's okay. Because when I left Teach for America, I'm sorry, when I left Bank of America, and I went to the public schools. I mean, my salary was cut in half, probably more than that. But I just adjusted my life and just kept on going. Yep, I just adjusted my life and I just kept on going. All right, there we go. So what I did was I just darkened the kind of smoked out the corners. So I'm just gonna take my finger, guys, because I've been talking like way too long on this channel, and I'm just going to go in. Let's go in with like this deep color here. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to go right over like this, just like that, right over the lid. And I'm going to kind of blend it in with my fingers, just like this. There. Let me come down. Let me get this. There we go. I think my phone was getting a little hot. All right, and I'm going to do it on this one. Just put it right on my lid and just smudge it. Just blend it with my finger. So, since I've been in St. Louis Public Schools, now I want to complete my doctorate. So that's what I'm going to school for. So after church tonight, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come home and do homework. Right there. Now what I would like to do is where's my stuff? I would like to just add just a little color within here. So I'm going to stay within the same palette. It's my Warriors palette. I'm going to go for the lighter color, which is this one. And it's still a shimmer. And I'm just going to go right into the corner and drag it over, just like this. Did you see that? Drag it over. So it will blend into the first color that I laid on my lid. And I'm not worried about it looking perfect right now. It is giving the illusion that I did a cut crease. Now let me get, if y'all over on the book, y'all know that I can't stand cuts up in some creases. I'm so tired of that. I'd be glad when that phase is over. And I'm just gonna bring it over. You all do know that cut creases are just a phase. Did you know that? Yeah, if you didn't know, cut creases are just simply a phase, guys. It's like fashion. It's going to cut creases became very, very, very popular in 2000, like the end of 2017, 2018. They was really popping in 2018. But it'll be going out of fashion again. So for all of us who don't like a cut and a crease, just hold on. It's gonna be out of out of style. Yep, we could just hold on. And there is Envy Furman. who I love and I follow, she says that if you are really trying to make money in the makeup industry, which I'm not, but she says if you're trying to make money in the makeup industry, cut creases don't pay the bills. Because people don't, like make, stars and when you're trying to do makeup for business women and certain galas and stuff like that, people don't cut creases. They want something classy, clean, and professional. And I'm saying that um, out loud for myself. So if you ain't cutting nobody crease, don't worry about it. It's gonna be out of style, and then we'll be okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's start with my skin now. So I have already cleansed my face, moisturized my face, and let's go ahead and hey, what'd you say? It's what? I didn't hear. I didn't see. Let me tap on there. You love envy? I do too. So, yeah. So, I'm just going to put a little bit of, oh, did I bring it? Darn it. Guys, I have an example of, I'm sorry, I have a sample of Kevyn Aucoin's um, primer. Couldn't think of it. So, I wanted to put that on, but I'm not. So, what I'm going, because I can't find it, what I'm going to do is take out my Tatcha. And this is the way the Tatcha looks. Okay, I'm going to take out my Tatcha and I am going to, let me cut this light up a little so y'all can see it a little better. There. And I'm going to blur wait, I can't stand this. I'm going to get this. YouTube, I'm going to know how to do this. You are not going to defeat me. How many years was I trained to be a principal? If you're asking how many years was I to be trained to be a principal, 0, baby. So yeah, they called me this summer and they said you're going to be a principal. You like Tatcha? Yeah. And I'm just putting it right here where my pores are large. Yes, so I have 0 years of being trained on being a principal. Honey, it is on the job. Oh, Lord. Girl, it is on the job. For real. Oh. And I've only been a principal since August. And I have made so many mistakes. Oh, my goodness. But, sometimes because of the mistakes I make, I do become insecure. I do become insecure because once you are at this level in the education field, there's a lot of unforgiveness. Um, I found that when I was a teacher, there was a lot of forgiveness. So if you made a mistake in the classroom, there was just a lot of forgiveness, right? Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. So if Shamika and Flo and Sharon are in here, are Rashonda, DeAndrea, anybody that's in one of the two groups that I am in, I got a confession to make. I bought another foundation. I just might as well do it. I mean, the foundation that I purchased, this will be my last one, I promise. I'm not going to purchase any more. So I'm just going to apply this here. So when you're in the classroom, there tends to be a lot of forgiveness, because you're a teacher, and teachers make mistakes, and that's just the way we roll. And but at this level, there's not a lot of forgiveness. That's because there is a lot of publicity around this role, a lot of laws and regulations, and you become the face of the district. So anything that happens at your school, and if the news gets a hold of it, the media gets a hold of it, honey, lights out. So I have made a lot of mistakes because I'm learning the role. And every day, just in pure honesty with you, every day I do pray. New foundation, yay! I do pray that God covers me every morning, guys. I am praying hard. Lord, cover me for today. And I'm trying not to get emotional right now because, I'm just sharing a part of my life. But it's just that real. It's like, Lord, cover me today. Cover me. Make sure that, because what you say in this role as a principal, what you say, teachers can take it. A slip of the tongue could be just devastating for you. Like, teachers have the union, and then the community is really looking for you to be perfect almost. Your partners, the partners are the people who provide you resources. They have an investment in your school. So, you know, they do not want you to make any mistakes because it could hurt their personal goal. Um, community, of course, is the parents, and nowadays, parents are just towards. I can see why towards principals and teachers, and there's some moving parts of the day that you all would have no idea to deal with. So from the moment I walk in the door to the moment I walk out the door, I'm always having to, okay, should I say this, say that? How should I say this? Okay, who is this going to hurt? All right, is this for the children? Okay, what did you say to that child? It's just so many moving parts. So I just ask God to just cover me, cover my students, honey, and any day that we can leave. And I count all my students. I have all the people that came through the door, what is leaving. There's no blood. There is, you know, nothing inappropriate that's happened towards the children. Girl, we made it. We made it. That's why I come on these lives, y'all. Y'all, just, when I say this is therapy, child, when I say this therapy, you just don't know. All right. Then now I'm going to use MAC, and this is actually concealer, and it is in the color of NC50. And even when I'm on lives, I'm still very cautious about what I say, because the Lord knows, even though it's my personal time and it's my personal love of makeup, you have to still watch it, because I don't want nobody finding the video. Talking about, girl, let me report this. Yeah. But lean very hard on my friends. And my friends are the ones that are on this live right now. I lean very hard on them. And they help me in many, many ways that they don't even realize. Oh, do you? Yes, I love it too. Yeah. And did you all know that even with me talking about my faith puts me at risk? What new foundation? I was hoping you wouldn't ask. I bought the Chanel, the Aqua foundation. That's my last one. I'm not going to buy no more. That's it. That's it. That's too much foundation. Yep. So even when I talk about my faith, I am putting myself at risk, but I know that God got me right. I know that God got me. Hold on. Let me see if I can click and find that comment. Where you go? Oh my gosh. Who is that telling? There is somebody telling. Talk about Shamika. She. Who is that telling on me? Oh Lord. There we go. We're cleaning this up. And I'm pressing it in. I'm not swiping. I'm just simply pressing in. Thank you for everybody that is. Was that Flo? She telling. Oh Lord. Thank you for everyone who is hanging with me. You do not have to do that, but I appreciate it. Oh, Flo, I can believe that you told. There we go. All right. We're on the downside now. We are getting there, and I'm just using my finger to continuously press in. Make sure that it is nice and smooth. Because remember, the better blended you are, the better your makeup is going to look. The more blended you are, the better the makeup is going to look. So let's go ahead and let's put this away. But I would like for it to look a little brighter because right now it just has me very even and it has covered up my hyperpigmentation, and you know there are no imperfections that are coming through. But I would just like a little bit of brightness today. So I'm just going to add a little bit up under my eyes. And what I'm going to use for my brightness, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape. Here it is. This is in the color of sand. This is very light, but I just want some brightness up under my eyes. And I'm just going to put it here. And here. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to wet my beauty blenders. But that's okay. There. I'll go ahead and highlight a little here. Not a lot. Down my nose. A little here. And just a little here. So that once I blend it all in, that it will have just the perfect oval look and your concentration will be here when you're looking at me. I'm going to take this red, oh, this is a beauty blender. It's got like little sparkles in it. I got this from Nordstrom's Rack. I got it on sale. I'm going to wet it with a little bit of Mario. There we go. I'm just going to spritz it. Just give it some moisture. Have I been on too long, guys? All right. And I'm going to take it and just blend it in. And I'm going to blend. I don't want to bring it around here because I want to stay lifted. So I'm just going to be very purposeful of where I am laying the product or moving the product. I want to keep it concentrated right in this area. Just like that. Do my very best not to bring it down any further here. The better well blended it is, the better it looks. And I'm just being very purposeful. And I'm just coming around. So if you're using a beauty blender or a sponge, I want you to remember this. If your beauty blender is dry, because you can use a dry beauty blender, the product is going to stay on your face. Most of the product is going to stay on your face. If your beauty blender or your sponge is wet, the product is going to soak up into the sponge. So if you want most of your product to stay on your face, it is okay to use a dry beauty blender. But if you just wanted to blend out evenly and light, use a damp beauty blender because the product will then soak into the sponge. There we go. Perfect. And I'm just going to keep this close to my lip, not bringing it all the way around. It looks crazy right now, but that's okay. It's going to look better. There. And I'm just concentrating, trying not to bring it far here, not to bring it up too far. The further up you bring your concealer when you're using the highlighting technique, it's going to make your forehead look larger. The further, the more you keep it towards your eyebrows, or the lower you keep it, you make your forehead look smaller. So I don't have a problem with a small forehead. It's about average. So I do my very best not to bring it too far. I'm just making sure that she's blended in well. And I'm going to make sure she's blended in. Thank you to everyone who is here with me. I needed this today. I suffer from fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis. And when I go into a flare, I'm always in pain, 100%. Always in pain every day, all day. But sometimes when I'm flaring, I'm in a lot of pain. So I felt myself flaring. And so to get my mind off of the pain, I wanted to go live. So it really makes me feel good when you come on with me because it's not just makeup, it is therapy for me. It is therapy. There we go. Perfect. Guys, look. Yep. Now, don't forget, wherever you have a cream or anything, you have to set. So now it's time for us to set. And we're going to use a powder. And the powder I'm going to use as a contour and as a set. So first, let's go ahead and let's sit with our Sacha Buttercup today. Let me show that to you. This is the Sacha Buttercup. I'm going to set with that today. I'm just going to put some in the top. Just put some in the top like that. I'm going to take that same beauty blender that I was using. I'm going to tap, tap, tap it into the product, knock a little bit off, and I'm going to add it up under my eyes. I'm going to come up on the side of my nose quite high, because I want my nose to look really snatched. So I'm coming up the sides of my nose quite high, just like this. And let me show you. Okay, and let me bring this over. There. Yep, I want that nose to look snatchy. Thank you for the 8 people that are still here with me. I appreciate it. Perfect. Great. Now, I could do a cream contour, but I don't. Remember, I said that I was going to do a powder. So I'm going to use, what did I do with her? Hold on, guys. Is she down there? There she is. I'm actually going to use, and if you watch me at all, thank you for the 7, 9 that are still here. I'm going to be using MAC. This is blush, and this is in the color of Swiss chocolate, but I'm going to use my blush as contour. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That makes me feel so good. And I'm just using an NYX brush, and it's like a fan brush. I'm just dipping it into the product, tap it off, and I'm coming here. Yep, you see the difference? Let's do this side too. Yep. Now there's like a dent or a dimple or a dip in my face here. So it always looks like I did not contour there, but I did. It's just a dimple. And I don't think I can do anything about that. So we're just going to write it out as an imperfection. I love makeup. Yep, and I'm bringing it around. And we're going to hide a little bit of this, because remember, wherever we have the darkness for the contour, is we're pretending like it's not there. So we chiseling out this face right now. I go to church tonight. My church family don't need to know what's going on. They don't need to know everything I ate. My goodness. There. Perfect. Close that up. Now I'm going to take the Sacha Buttercup. I'm dipping my same beauty blender right into the product, and I'm going to carve out a cheekbone. Yep, carving her out. Pull her down so it can look like I have high cheekbones. And I have to be careful. For some reason, I always make this side lower than that side. I don't know why. And let's pull her down. I'm so glad that you all don't get bored with me and my makeup, because I don't do a whole lot of tricks and glitters and double cut crease. I don't do a lot of that, but you all still rock with me. Thank you. Okay, we're going to close that up. I'm going back into my Swiss chocolate, and I'm going to find a brush where I can lay down. Here, I'm going to use this brush, this flat brush here. Dipping into my Swiss chocolate, let's carve out this nose. Yep. Get up under there. Bring it around. And clean it up here and here. And it here. I don't know. I have to like leave it alone. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's just something about contouring. Contouring my nose. It's like, girl, there's something wrong with you. Just stop. The nose is fine. Oh, thank you so very much. I love when you all say that it's calming to watch me. Girl, because all my craziness during the week. All the craziness during the week, honey. There we go. I'm still carving out my nose. There. We hid that nose, y'all. We ain't playing. There we go. Now, at this point, we need to knock off all of the powders. To knock off the powders today, I am going to use, do I want to go? I'm trying to figure out what I want to use to knock off the powders, guys. I'm going to use, what should I use? I'm going to use my MAC. And I'm going to be using the color Dark. Hope that you can see that. It won't focus, I'm sorry. It's MAC, and it's the mineralized powder, and it's in the color of Dark. I'm going to use this brush. I bought this brush. It was like $1 or something like that. It was so inexpensive. And it's an Urban no, what brush is this, guys? I think this was Urban Decay, was it? So I'm just cleaning it out. I'm going to just dip it in. Oh, you're waiting for the grades? Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. I cannot wait for you to get your grade and your certificate. When my certificate came in the mail, it was like, honey, you couldn't say nothing to me. I was so excited. Congratulations to you. I hope that it was worth every penny, every moment, every assignment, every classroom session. I just want this to be extra blended today. For some, the needs to be just super, super blended when I go to church. Yes. So on YouTube, go out real quick. I'll be here. Go look at, I think her name is Renee. Renee Andrea. Andrea Renee. Renee Andrea or Andrea Renee. Go in and subscribe to her real quick. I really like her. And yeah, go subscribe to her real quick. I'll wait for you. I'll be right here. She's amazing. And I learn a lot from her too. And I love the way that her makeup looks. I'll wait for you guys. And the other person is Mel Thompson. This is exactly what I was wanting. I just wanted that nice brown tone. This is exactly what I was wanting. Since I'm so brown today, and yeah, I have on all black, but I do like the colors that I used from my Juvia's Place. I am going to add a little purple to my cheeks, so I'm going to be using my staple color. Don't even know the color of this. This is MAC, and it's a blush. I have no idea what color this is. I've had it for a long time, and I've even hit pan on it. But baby, we're going to use this until we can't use her no more. It's so peaceful over here compared to Facebook, isn't it? And I'm just smiling, just getting some color. There. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly what I want. Okay, now let's add some like light to it, right? I'm going to be using Ambreezy. Is that how I say it? Okay, let me show you what it looks like. This is the packaging. I use it quite a bit, and it is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and let me show you what it looks like. That color, that just makes me so happy when I look at that color. It just does. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna swipe. Hi. And I'm just gonna swipe back and forth just to give myself some shimmer on my cheeks. And on my forehead. And down my nose. I was watching on Facebook last night. I know her name is So Chanel, and she was saying how she could not stop adding a highlight. And she kept adding it more and more and more. It was so funny. She was like, I can't stop. I understand the feeling. Sometimes it's like, somebody take the brush, please. I just want to make sure that I'm extra blended. It may not be a warm day outside, but I'm putting this on like it's 98 degrees. Who said that's enough blending? Is that enough blending? All right. Somebody said that's enough blending. I'ma stop. Dang. And if that's my mother telling me that's enough blending, mama, nah. So let's go ahead and who's it? Your mama. Mama, go take a nap. Go take a nap with the old folks. Oh Lord. Y'all just don't know. My mother. Good Lord. I love her. But what go take a nap, lady. Go lay down. Now my mother does not do makeup, but she can always tell me how to put mine on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my, you all know, my Morphe with my fan, and we are going to make everything calm down. And that's what I wanted. Guys, look at that. It's just so, oh Lord. Can somebody block my mama? I mean, that's the look that I wanted. Exactly. All right, let's go ahead and let's add some mascara. I'm going to use today the MAC. It is MAC. This is what it looks like. I am going to put on lashes today. Then I'm just adding it here. Yeah. Mama, I can't read. Mama, I'm trying to put on makeup. I can't stop and read your comments and try to put on makeup. Mama, just wait. I should have said no, that I wasn't on YouTube. Y'all, this is what I go through. There. Oh Lord, she's saying something now. What? Grow some hair. I can't stand her, y'all. That old lady. Mama, are they calling for old folks bingo? Are they calling for old folks bango? You gotta go downstairs and call the numbers for bango. It's my cousin Shannon still on the line. Shannon, come get your aunt. Your dad. Ah. To add a little color up under my eyes, guys, I found this great product. This great product. Where are they? Somebody be moving my stuff. like, where'd they go? Oh, here it is. Guys, I got the, oh, darn it, top came up. I got these products. They are Fenty, and they are eye crayons. That's what they're called, eye crayons. So I'm going to use eye crayons up under my eyes. I don't know what colors these are, but it's like a gold. I think 3 come in a box. Do y'all have these? Oh, that color. I think I'm gonna put this right up front too. Did you all know Fenty had eye crayons? Thank you. I didn't even know that she had them. I'm liking her more and more. There. And so even though that looks kind of light, so what I'm going to do is to like add a little more definition. You didn't know? I didn't either. I'm going to add a little definition. And I'm just going to use a brown. You all know how I am. I'm going to go in and just simply use a brown eyeliner. Now this eyeliner is by Sephora, and it's brown, but it's got like some little, that's kind of gross looking. It's got like little gold specks in it. So let me see if I can sharpen this up. It's kind of hard. No, is this the one that doesn't? This is the one I keep putting. I'm going to have to just throw this one away. I'm not going to use this, guys. This is the one that I bought from Sephora, and she doesn't act right. I try to twist her up, and she doesn't twist up. So let's see. I'm just looking for a staple brown color. Here we go. This is, we'll use Backup. Remember, I found Backup on the Sephora website, and they were 50% off because Sephora is continuing the relationship that they have with Blackup. And Blackup is a UK company. And I'm just using a brown. There. So it gives us the eye lining effect without it really closing the eye from the black. So now let's add some lashes to the bottom. I'm going to go back in and use my MAC. What's going on here? This MAC is pulling out some lashes today. It's a good bottom lash day. Because y'all, I'm just like my mother. We don't have any bottom lashes. Wow. It really grabbed hold to them today. And I don't have any lashes down there. Wow. It's a good lash day, guys. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to steady get these lashes. Okay. So those are the bottom lashes. Thank you for all 7 of you that are hanging with me. That it means a lot to me. All right. Just making those lips just a little juicy. And I am going to be using the Ardell. They're a natural lash for today. Just something very simple. Hi, we're back. I don't know, it freezes sometimes. Okay. And this is just some, I've had this a while. This is Kiss, and it has aloe vera in it. It has aloe in it. And I'm going to put it right on where the lashes are going to go. Because for some reason, lashes and I have not been liking each other. Okay, and let's put this on. And let's see how she does. Hopefully, she will be loving and nice. Sorry, I'm just pulling them down a little bit. Perfect. Now let's do the next one. I'm still here though, guys. I'm still here. Yep, I ain't go nowhere. You know how you have to learn another, like Facebook. I don't know YouTube yet, but I'm going to learn her. I'm gonna learn YouTube. Let me use my helper. Ouch. My helper ain't even helping. What's going on, helper? I am looking for my tweezers. There. Look, y'all. It keeps sticking to my finger. All right. There we go. Now let's do these lips. And we're ready to roll. Yep, let's do these lips. I'm going to do a very soft, natural lip. Let's try this one. This is MAC, and this is MAC. And these are like the natural soft colors. Add a little lighter color here. And there we go. This is our look. I may pop a little bit of gold in the corners, in the counters. Just gonna pop this a little bit of gold and I'll let y'all go. Just a little gold right in here. There. And that's it. Yay, we're done. This is our look, guys. Thank you for hanging with me. I really, really, really appreciate it. And I always have so much fun on the lives. Yep, that's the look. Cut the light down just a little bit. There. Thank you so very much for joining me. I'll keep this video up. I am learning YouTube. I'm not like I'm not doing that to y'all. I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm learning YouTube, like how long to stay on, how to get people to come to the channel, and so on. But I thank you for being committed and staying with me. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord's face shine upon you, and may the Lord give you peace. Thank you. Bye. Now let me